Merry Christmas and welcome to my last stream. I was going to do this yesterday, December 24, but as we were celebrating, as you do now, the 25th, in other countries we did yesterday. So, and after that I was so tired, so I thought I'm gonna do it today instead. It's the last illustration I'm going to color, and today's challenge is a lot of glitter. And I don't use glitter a lot, but I have earlier during my coloring career bought glittery stuff, so I brought them out now, so we'll see what I will be using. But we have, let's see, I have a gold Wink of Stella brush, which is sparkly, and I have a, what is this? This is also a Wink of Stella. Oh, no. I think this is silver, but I can't get it out. Okay, so okay, what is this? No, okay, this was just messy. It doesn't open. Let me see. This is a yellow Wink of Stella, also a very lot of glitter, and maybe this was a clear one, the one I couldn't open. And what do we have here? Here I have something called Spectrum Noir Sparkle, and I had, okay, it's clear. I know I somewhere I have a green, one of those, and a blue, I think, or maybe red, but they are leaking a lot. So, and I don't use glitter much. I prefer doing dots. But today we're gonna celebrate glitter stuff. So I also brought out my stickles. And I stopped using them in my coloring books, as I'm just coloring in coloring books. And because they are like nail polish in that way that it becomes a bump in the books, like structure, and you don't want that when you color pages around that page, so I don't use those. But now it's just a paper, a PDF, so I can use that if I want to. And I also brought out my collection of gel pens, where some of them at least are sparkly, and maybe that was, I think that was it. I'm just gonna check around me, see if I have forgotten anything. Oh. And I can also try to do glitter with, yes, here we have also one, Winsor & Newton ink gold, which also are very glittery. So let's see, I actually have cheated a bit. I searched for a picture of a nutcracker and to find a color code for this, a palette, because I wanted very classical colors for it. And as I can't see the photos on my phone while I'm streaming, I have done small dots with a fine liner on the details to remind me what colors I wanted on them. At least some of the details. So I'm gonna start with non-sparkly things as a base layer, and then I go on top with it with glitter. That is my plan. So I want to find, I brought out my Pitt pens because they are lovely and they are quick. Okay, let's zoom in. So I'm going to do the hat, black, and I don't know if you can see, but the brush tip is a bit bad. So I'm going to try to try to use it because you can take it away. The nib. Whoops! No. Okay, it fell on the floor. Sorry. I'm gonna need to try to find the nib. Hello, nib. Okay, where did you go? I can't find it. Has it gone into the element? Okay, hello. Nothing here. Okay, we have a very black nib somewhere. But I don't know where. And I have a, I don't know if element is the right word. It's sweet. Oh, I can see it now. It fell down here. Okay, my plan was to switch it the opposite way. Okay, now I get all the ink. And where is the camera? Here. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. I'm not sure. This nib also looks strange. Maybe I just put it back the same way. Okay, sorry for that messy start of this stream. Okay, let's see. Well, this nib is not good, so either way, if maybe I have switched it before, turned it around before, or maybe I accidentally put it back the same way it was. But it works okay, even if it's not super precise. Okay, and I have done black here, and the mustache. And here. I think I need to buy a new one, a new black Pitt pen, because this is not, it doesn't have super great flow. Okay, I also want to do the shoes. Black. With some gold details. So yesterday I got my Christmas presents, and the ones I bought for myself on Black Friday. So now finally I have the Derwent drawing set. I just need to swatch them before starting using them. Okay, I think that was the black details I had decided for. And then I'm gonna pick a red. Is this red? Deep scarlet red and deep scarlet red. Okay, it's the same. But obviously one of them have white text and one have gray text. But it should be the same inside. So the good thing about Pitt pens compared to other water-based pens are that when they dry, they get more, what is the word? Resistant to water compared to a lot of other water-based pens. Okay. I'm not quite sure about all the details because I didn't did the dots with my fine liner everywhere. So I'm going to start with the things I have decided, and the details I forgot to decide I'm gonna just do something with after. Okay, some of the black really blended together with the red. I think it's working. Okay, and then some blue. Here is a cobalt blue. Okay, I might do that. Okay, a lot of my pens are a bit, they are well used, let me say that. The tips, the nibs are not so good anymore. I use them a lot when I do mandalas, even if that was a long time ago, since I did mandalas. Okay, and then we have the gold, and let's see what to choose. We had the, no, that was yellow. We had the Wink of Stella. No, that was the one I couldn't make work. Here is one. I think I'm going to use that as it has this brush nib. But I might use the Winsor & Newton as well later. So the problem with these colors are that they look very boring when you just see them from this. It's when you start to move around the page, you can see the actual sparkle. And a bit here. So that was one of the other reasons I don't use sparkle much, because it doesn't show up very good on pictures. Okay, what kind of face does it have? Is it wood or is it... I didn't think about that when I was looking at them. But maybe it's like face colored, some kind of skin tone color. Okay, I'll just do these also gold. And here. And maybe here as well. And here. And also up here. Let's make a little detour to this gift. At least that part of the gift. Okay, let's see. And then I had decided to use gray for some parts. Let's see if I can find the gray. Here is a gray, but it's kind of dark. I wanted a lighter gray. And what is this? Let's see. Coal Gray 3. Okay, let's use that. Okay, it's very dark. It's almost black on this paper. Okay, I'm gonna switch to colored pencils for the gray. Let's see. Gray, gray, gray. Okay, here they are. I'll use them for another page. Okay, let's see. The Coal Gray 2. Polychromos. And maybe I'm gonna do the mittens or whatever it is. Maybe it's the hands in wood, but I'm gonna pretend it's mittens. It's gonna be black. And maybe this will also be black. I'm just saying this because I can't remember the names of all the details. But I guess this is kind of an edge of the jacket. So and back to the gray for this beard. But I don't know how far up this beard goes. And what is beard and what is like the nutcracker part, the mouth. Okay, and I'm gonna give it black eye. And I'm not sure about the face, but I'm gonna start with the pale pink. The Pitt Pen 114. And try now. They still are bleeding when you come close to the black. I think it's also because this paper is very slippery. So the color, I guess, doesn't dry very well on top of it. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep doing the red even here. Like that. And then I want to go in with some magenta for this. As you know, I like to color most of the things first with a base color to see how it turns out, how the colors look together. I'm more into color balance and not as much into doing details very precise and beautiful. But I guess we color the way we do, and even if I could learn a lot from others, it always look this. I mean, my style comes through in everything I do. Okay, let's see. What is this? This is Indifference Blue. So I'm gonna. Oh, this is one of those I should throw away. It's not working very well. Let's try it. But maybe I can press out some colors just as a base layer and then go on top with pencils. Come on. Okay, something like that, and I put it on the floor so I remember to throw it away. And now let's see, maybe I should bring out some of my sparkly gel pens. Let's see, what is this? Yes, it's a sparkling dark pink. I think I'm going to use that for this. So I will definitely need to take a picture of this in an angle so some of the sparkle might show up, or maybe take a small video where I'm kind of moving the paper under the light. Okay. It takes away all the, I mean, it gets super opaque and it doesn't, it's not like pencils that you can create different different shades of the color. Okay. The gel pen, the Gelly Roll, number 721. And what do we more have? Here is also a gold. Okay, that was not sparkly, so let's find another one. The sparkles, the sparkles. I think the sparkle ones are the ones that have like on this a star. I think it's called Stardust, maybe Gelly Roll Stardust. Those sparkly ones. Yes, this is purple, also very very sparkly. I'm gonna use that for this band. In my first Christmas coloring book, which was Johanna's Christmas, which I got 2016, I think, I used a lot of gel pens in that one for the sparkle and the metallic shine. But lately, the last couple of years, I have preferred to use colored pencils because they are giving it more depth and interest. But I mean, it is fun. They are so easy to use. They glide very well on the paper, and the sparkle, I mean, it is fun. Okay, so that was Gelly Roll 724. And what now? Let's see. Let's bring out my sparkles. Okay, we have here the number 705. It's like a light bronze tone. I think I'm going to use that for, I mean, it's had a lot of glitter, so I'm going to use a lot of glitter. This is the hearts. I'm going to use this light brown, a bit, maybe it's ochre, or like the burnt ochre almost in Polychromos, but with a lot of glitter on top. And I might go in on top and try to give it some shading with pencils, but it's not super easy on top of glitter pens. But they are oh so fun. And I think I will go in with, what is this? Okay, that was a very pink, sparkly. What do I more have? I have turquoise, some kind of, I think this is meant as gold. A little yellow, oh sorry, it's yellow sparkle. And do I want that anywhere? Yeah, maybe down here. I'm going all in with the sparkles on this one. It's fun to rediscover things you haven't used for a long time. Like me and the sparkles. Okay. And I think I'm going to use it on the lid for this too. And okay, I think I'm going to go in with a purple sparkly gel pen again for these circles. Maybe not so good, I don't know, but at least it's sparkly. And I think I'm gonna okay, I'm gonna use this the same as I used on this band for this bow. And I leave a little bit white and hope that will work as reflection to give some interest, that it won't just be a flat surface. Okay. And here. Maybe like that. And we have the drum. How does drums look? And does it matter? Maybe I just use the same colors as on the Nutcracker, like the red and the blue and the black and maybe the gold. Like that, and the blue. Not very good blue. I mean, it has color, but the nib is a bit destroyed. It hasn't the fine point the Pitt pens have when you first get them. So, and now what? Maybe the gold Winkostella, if I can find that. Is this? Yes. Here it is. So lately, I mean the last couple of days, I got this urge for gaming again with my Switch. Do you have any suggestion for what to game? I was thinking of restarting my Animal Crossing. Okay. I do love Zelda a lot, but I haven't played this latest open world, because open worlds are kind of intimidating to me. So I have realized I prefer when it's quests that you are gonna go for and just check them off. What was this? This was clear sparkle. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Let's do these black. Maybe they look more like microphones than actual these sticks you use on the drum. And I don't know. Drum skins, what are they and what should I do them? Okay, I'm gonna see if no, it doesn't show up very well, the fine liner. I guess the fine liner is not very good and it gets smeared of the medium behind. Okay, maybe I should do something for the background before going in. I wonder if another gel pen, Pilot Pink, will show up. Yes, maybe I could try to give this some sparkle this way. Okay, and maybe another color as well. Okay, the metallics doesn't show up very well. This is a metallic. I'm gonna try this. No. Do we have any here? This is a fine liner. Yes. They work a lot better, the fine liners, on top of the Pick pens than on the gel pens. Try to do a little bit really dark dots also. And as I think I have said before, I'm not very good at doing glitter this way, but maybe it will work anyway. Let's see, then I will go in with the white Posca, of course, with some really white dots. And back in with the pink. Does it look like glitter? Well, I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe not. And where are the colored pencils? Come on, I need you. Okay, I'm gonna go in with some darker red. This is the dark red Polychromos. And here. And here. So I hope you have a great season. Whether you are celebrating Christmas or not. Okay, I'm gonna put some dark red circles for like chins. And we have a problem, I don't know if you, I'm sure you have seen it, where I got in with a very dark Pitt pen. I'm gonna cover it with white Posca. Okay, I'm gonna go in with yellow gel pen, no, fine liner on these small details. And what more? Okay, let's just have fun and go crazy and see what's happening. So I'm gonna use the Polychromos Terracotta on top of this. Okay, that was quite ugly. That was really ugly. But I guess is it even able to? Yeah, I could. Actually, when I did that, all the sparkle disappeared. I'm gonna try the dark ochre stellar, the burnt ochre. And then I'm gonna bring in the glitter again. I should maybe have done the other way around, like, yeah, actually you can erase the glitter quite well. I should have done a base of Polychromos and then gotten in with a glitter. And some sienna brown. Maybe like that, and a bit here. And let's see if I can find that sparkle again. Igen, that's Swedish. I think I'm just adding it where I haven't used so much pencil, so that will still show through. Or maybe I could add it all over. And the shading still shows up. Actually, I prefer this color. I'm gonna use this on top of that Wink of Stella Gold to change this and make it more brownish. This is like a toffee caramel color. Okay. And let's see if I can add light yellow ochre on the gift. I think I'm gonna cover it all on top of all the sparkle. I'm kind of erasing the sparkle or messing with it. The pencil should stick better on top of the paper if I hadn't had the sparkle under, but now it's there. And let's see if we can do some kind of sparkle. Now I'm back with a yellow, dark yellow gel pen. No, fine liner. It works a little bit better when I had the Polychromos between them, the layers. Even if the Polychromos is very much mixed. This looks like a leopard. Or what is the name of the jaguar? This almost looks like that. maybe some some kind of pink, or this is crimson, and some purple pink maybe here. Ooh, sorry. And also some middle purple pink for the darkest parts. So a tip, another one of those don't do as me, is do the base layer with pencils or pens and then use the sparkle. That's a much better way of adding these. Okay, and I will go in with the yellow ochre on top of this yellow to try to tone it down. So what are you doing today? I have read, and now I'm doing this, and later I'm gonna do a fruit cake to my husband. I was meant to do it for his for Christmas, but I didn't have the energy, and today actually our wedding day. We have been married for 22 years today, because we were very egoistic when we were younger and forced our friends to celebrate us coming to our wedding on the Christmas day. Although in Sweden we celebrate the 24th, so it wasn't Christmas Eve, but I mean, people, I think we messed up a little bit with our Christmases that year. But it was 22 years ago, so I hope we are forgiven. And at least I have a lot of wonderful memories from that time. This is Sienna Brown. Gonna add some harsher lines and some shadings, maybe. Something like that. And then we have that sad blue down there. Let's see what I want to do with that. I think I'm gonna try the ultramarine to smooth the color out. And here. And here. Oops. Okay. And I'm going to go in with the Prussian blue. Here. There is something behind, some things that it disturbs the flatness of the paper. Oh, sorry. I'm also going to use it on the drum. And maybe... No, it's not the right blue. I'm going to go for the Indentrance blue instead. Like this. Okay. And some kind of purple. This is light red violet for on top of the sparkly gel pen. And as I said before, do it the other way, not this way. Okay, maybe a bit here. And maybe here as well. Bit like that. Okay, and then we have the sad little nutcracker. This is medium flesh. As I said, I had no idea if they are skin colored or if they are colored in blue or red or something, but I'm guessing they have like a colored face, but in wood. And something like that maybe. And then I'm gonna go in with some darker cool gray 3, cool gray 3, and try to cover the little Posca dot there. And like that, and then also gonna go in with Payne's gray. To darken up some parts of it. Giving him some hair. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with a light, the cold gray 2, and see if I can give it some little bit of high. No, it doesn't show up. Okay, let's see if white do the trick. Not very much. Okay, Trusted Posca. Oops. Maybe something like that, and also on the top of the shoes. Oh, sorry, you can't see. And maybe a bit of highlights on some of the golden parts. And what more? Some white dots here. And also some really dark brown, if I can find. And I'm not sure this is gonna look like sparkles. Guess I'm not very good at doing sparkles this way, but maybe. And I'm gonna go in with the dark red again on these parts. And again on top of this. And I think I'm gonna try to use the scarlet red. No, it doesn't show. It doesn't do anything. Maybe I should bring out some of the more opaque whites, colored pencils. The Derwent Lightfast. To try to lighten up it. That worked better. I guess that maybe work here as well. And I think I'm going to do stripes a bit on his legs. And use it there. Okay, I'm going to do some dots on this. And here. So I hope the dots will make it look more like it's sparkles everywhere. Sienna brown. Well. A little bit more dots. The drums. What to do with the drums? I'm gonna add dots here as well to give it a more sparkly feeling on the gold details. And what to do with the blue package? The blue gift. Should it also be dotty? Does it look super sparkle? I'm gonna go in with yellow here. And as I'm not sure how to do the drums, I'm gonna start with the cold gray from the beard, because then I could add other colors on top if I want, and this could just be like a shadow underneath, or I'm just keep it gray if that looks okay. I think I'm gonna go in with some black on top. And maybe darken it up here. And It's the black polychromos, if I didn't say that. And also down here. And the white for some blending. The Derwent. Okay. Maybe some glitter on the drum as well. Well, I'm not sure it looks like glitter, but I mean the Posca pen. I wonder if I have any really dark blue gel pen. Oh, this was a brown actual. Let's see if this shows up. Dot. And maybe these could also have dots. And I'm gonna use a really dark red if I can find one. Let's see if I can do dots also on this. No, that was not dark enough. Maybe this. I'm not sure it shows up. Maybe. Oh, now I realize I should bring out my acrylic pens. Yes, I should. Well, now I don't have much battery. Let's see if I can find the charger. And then we'll see if any one of you actually have the patience to watch this video. Okay. Okay, let's see. I bring out my Artix acrylic pens and see if I can do dots with those. Okay, that was exactly the same color as the background, so it doesn't show up. I can do some here. And let's see what this is. Yes, it's kind of light red. So I'm gonna pretend that it's all sparkles. And some are actual sparkles and some are my attempt of doing sparkles with gel pens and acrylics and okay, some white dots too. Like some areas are caught more more light. And we have the blue ones. Let's bring in some lighter blues. And some white Posca. And little white Posca. Okay. I think I'm going to add a little one of these there. And And here, smaller ones. Smaller one. And maybe... Okay, I didn't like the first one. I'm gonna see if I can kind of erase it with my yellow ochre. Scrape away the Posca. I want one of those smaller in this direction instead. Now it's just messy. Okay, I found a acrylic pen, so I can. Okay, I can use that also for some dots. Such a nice end of this calendar for me, doing dots in absurdum. Let's see, a bit of... No, okay, that... I think I'm gonna do one down here. No? Or? I keep regretting what I'm doing all the time. Something like that. And now I'm gonna go in with my Payne's Gray, I think, if I can find that. No, but the Cold Gray 5. Okay, and do like a floor down here. And also some background I want to do. Let's see, where are you? Here, the Payne's Gray. Yes, the pencil works much better when you don't have the gel pens underneath. Something like that, and here. So how do you feel? Will you miss these streams, or will it does it feel okay that they end now? Okay. What do I want for the background? I think I'm going to start with some kind of... yes, I'm going to choose the... what is it? Pastel Violet. Woohoo. Marker. Something like that. As I told you, I got some really nice coloring supplies, the Derwent drawings, the full set, for myself. This Christmas, I opened it yesterday, and it was a purchase I did on Black Friday. But I also got some books from my family, and both the books are about things happening in the Arctic, because the last couple of months I have read a very thick book about all of the attempts to go by boat through the Northwest Passage from Europe to America and back again. And these books, one of the books is a horror book, which is inspired by the fate of Franklin's exploring trip where they all disappeared, never came back, where they all died. And that book is called Terror. And then I got a book I really wanted to have also. It was a book about another failed exploration trip to Arctic of a Swede. They were going, this was a long time ago, but they were going with air balloons, and they crashed when they hadn't gone that far, but they were like, no one found them. And now we have a Swedish author and doctor who is obsessed of their faith and have examined it for like 30 years, I think, to find out what was it that killed them, what actually happened them. And this is her second book on the topic. And the first one was really, really great and won the Swedish Literature Prize for best non-fiction book. And her second book that came out this year about what she has done after that book also won the same prize. So they are really good books, and it's really interesting. So I got 2 Arctic books. I haven't had time to start them yet, but I will. Okay, so now we have a lot of sparkle, I think. But what do we want more? I think I will go in with a purple down there on the floor, Manganese Violet, just to give it a tone of the same color as the background. But on top of the gray, oh sorry, you can't see it. I mean, it's kind of disappear into the gray, so it's more a hint of it. And I think I'm gonna do I think I'm gonna do this purple as well, the drumsticks, to match the colors and the manganese. And the middle purple pink. And some of the Jelly Roll Sparkly 724. I'm gonna dot on these drumsticks. And okay, let's see. I'm gonna bring in the white Posca here, and here, and here. And let's see. The background. What to do with that? Should I do that sparkly as well? Or will that just be too much? And is too much too much? Or is too much exactly what we want? Okay, I'm gonna do some really dark purple dots. Here and there. And here. And then I'm gonna see if I can find another less dark purple. More pinkish. Maybe something like that. And I'm also going to bring in, let me see, some neon, yellow neon colors, I think. Background. I don't think it looks very much as sparkle, more like dots. But maybe to a lot of dots could start to look like sparkle. And some white Posca. And here. Yes, it's too much of everything, this one. And a little bit up here. Okay. Let's see. And it's not that glitter anymore, like in the sense of actual glitter. I wish I could get. Okay, I think this is a clear one. The Spectrum Noir. I'm going to use it for the background. It seems that it has a lot of silver glitter in it. Okay, let's see how that looks. Shiny, glittery, too much. And we have some here and there, some sparkle from the gel pens. So now, is it sparkly enough now? I think so. I think so. So, yes, thank you for being here for the last stream this Christmas, and hope you will get a lot of coloring, cozy coloring times and TV times and reading times during the Christmas. And yeah, goodbye from me and the Nutcracker. See you later, everyone. Goodbye. No, wait. I'm gonna say Merry Christmas again. So, Merry Christmas, everyone. What is the name? Feliz Navidad. Hyvä joulu. Oh, how do you say it in German? Something about Weihnacht. Um, Merry Christmas, everyone. God jul.